Hello farmers and welcome back to Western Australia. Trying to get another straw bale off our oat field, which the harvesting is pretty much complete. Yeah, I got little patches like this right here around on the corners of the field. But I think I'm going to call it good. I don't want to be chasing around for another maybe 1,000 liters of oats maybe I'll get. Yeah, I'm starting to get to that stage in this series where I don't need every little... I mean, look at all this straw here I can try to go around and grab. But trying to grab every penny that I could possibly earn. Because the farm is starting to do pretty well for itself. Let me go over here. I would like to get another bale, but yeah, I would still need like another 15,000 liters. I've been going around the field currently as it is for like the last 10 minutes. I started at 30,000 liters, and I'm now up to, well, 55,000. Trying just to grab another bale's worth. So I did have a trailer load of bales on the auto stacker, and I went ahead and just sold those. I thought about keeping them. It's not the best time to sell straw, as we know, in the middle of summer. But I went ahead and did it anyways because I just didn't want to store them and then, you know, have to restack them in a few months. It's like, you know what? The money is not that terrible. So I got about 52,000 for that stack of straw bales, so pretty darn good. But the rest of the straw bales that we have on the auto stacker now, I will go ahead and store because I do need some for the tableware production. I don't need all of them, but I need some of them. But it's kind of a hard thing to do with the auto stacker. When you want to unload just like maybe a couple bales, you got to unload them all basically. So I might as well dump them all off there, and then in the future, we'll just use that for the tableware production. And then in the future, when I have that whole stack at the farm, when I do any straw production or harvesting, I can just sell those bales. I won't have to keep them because we got so many. Alright, I think, yeah, I need like another 10,000 liters here. I think I'm just going to call it good. It's just a matter of time versus money. And right now I'm just kind of killing time here trying to get another bale. So I think we'll call it good enough. I do need to get everything out the field because, yeah, it's going to be time to go ahead and plant in this field. Yeah, it's time to plant some canola. It's that time of the year. So harvest the field and quickly turn it on around. So if you remember, we bought this field, and it kind of resets crop rotation. So as far as crop rotation is concerned, there was nothing in the field for the past 2 years. We just harvested oats. So this is what our crop rotation looks like. So the previous 2 harvests are follow. We had oats. So the next crop should be canola. 115% yield on that. So that sounds very good to me. Let me go ahead and leave the Massey Ferguson there. And let's go ahead and we'll grab the last straw bale, I think it is. So the combine, I would like to leave down here because the next field of harvest will be the soybean field. No, wait, is that soybean? Yeah, I think that is soybean. Yeah, that'll be next to harvest in a couple of months. So why bring the harvester and header back to the farm when I got to bring them back down here? I may just park it. There's a little road between our field and the neighboring field right there. I could probably park everything there. So we'll probably do that. But let's go back. We'll unload these bales. We'll head on down to the store. Grab the drill. Bring the drill back to the farm so I got fertilizer back at the farm. And then we'll top off the drill with seed as well. And then bring it over here and get a worker to start planting canola right away. Just got to wait for traffic to clear on out. And actually, I just remembered, I don't want to put the straw bales here. I want to put them over, of course, at the production building over by our, well, should I call that production lane here in Western Australia? I guess I could, but not a whole lot of productions over there. But anyways, yeah, the straw should be over there next to the tableware production. So let me go ahead and grab these 3 bales here. Can I grab all, is it just 3? Yeah, I think there's only 3 here. Gently lifted on. Did I not? Well, it looks like I only got one of them. Okay, I didn't quite grab the second one at the bottom. So my pyramid of bales failed. But we'll load these up here. And then we'll take them on over later on. Because I need to put down another bale pallet storage shed over there. And we'll put them on in. And we'll also grab all of the tableware productions pallets that are sitting outside. We'll put those into storage as well, while a worker is planting canola in the field that we just harvested. But we'll get these all lit up, and this will free up some shed space over here. Well, I do got a whole bunch of seed already sitting out here as well. So I may not have to buy a whole bunch of it. Yeah, the Massey Ferguson should be able to handle the bale trailer. There we go. Alright, turn the John Deere off. Let's just move this out of the way just for a second here. As for the wheat field, yeah, the 6230 did finish spreading lime over there. You can see how it looks like it snowed over there. That is all set. Yeah, all these pallets right here, that is fertilizer, but we will be consuming those in just a moment. So down to the store, and we'll get ourselves the drill for the day. Alright, so it's going to be the same drill that we have been using. Actually, you know what? I should probably... Oh, I was in the store page. I don't know. Yeah, it's not here. You know, maybe I could have purchased it if it was on sale. Not the one we want to use in the long run, but you know what? For the time being, it would have been too bad. So we got to go on down here. Yep, get this one right here. Seed and fertilizer. Let's go ahead and get that right there. Perfect. Lease it for $10,000. Kind of stings a little bit for that much for one field. But at least I'll get it done at a decent rate. Okay, first thing I should do, so I don't want to forget when I start planting. Yeah, make sure it's on canola. Alright, back to the farm. We'll fill this up with seed and fertilizer and get a worker started planting canola. And I can start working around the farmyard and getting some things organized. Alright, let's use up some of these pallets I got sitting around the farmyard. Is that lime or fertilizer over there? I think that's lime sitting in the back. So we got 2 pallets of seed and I think 6 pallets of fertilizer sitting around the yard. I mean, when I get done planting today, I'll probably have more pallets of seed and fertilizer once we get done. I don't know what pallet you're going to be taking it from. Alright, the one in the back, that's good. Hopefully you take the one in the back again. Or the one on that side. Either way. And 100% full on fertilizer, so let's go ahead and buy some seed. Perfect. Yeah, I'm still not sure. I can go pick up some more straw in the previous wheat field, the one that's been lime spread. There's still some straw over there I could grab. But since we are approaching the end of summer, our orchards are not going to be consuming any more compost. And I'm not going to wait for that much traffic. Let's skip out here. So it's just a matter of, yeah, I think we'll compact that today, cover it up, and that'll be ready next month, and I can top off probably the greenhouses first because those run year-round. And then we can fill up the orchards as much as they can possibly take, if not all of it. So next harvest will be in April for the soybean, the sugarcane, and the grass field might even be ready at that point. So April will be a busy month. But once again, I'm kind of looking forward to June/July because that'll be the time when we start selling a lot of the crops, the silage, some production material, all that stuff. Bring in some good cash flow. and hopefully expand on the farm a little bit more, and maybe also pay off some of our loans. All right, crop going right back in. We gotta love that. Harvest it, clear it out, put crop right back in. We need to get ourselves a worker, create job, make sure on this map here it's in the field only because they're so close. Sometimes cores play one corporate, another field. And I think 2 headlands will be good. And we'll do 0% overlap. And that should be good enough, I think. And going around the island, that looks good. So this is the first month that we're capable of planting canola. You know, if there was another crop I was going to plant next month, I would have waited and leased the drill for next month and then got a couple of fields done. But there's no crops next month that I could see that I would be planting as well. I mean, the only open field that we got after this is the wheat field. And I think oats is the crop that will be going in that field. And I can't plant oats until next spring. So somewhere around like August, September. Sometime around there. All right, let's get these oats put away. Now, the interesting thing, I got a message on Discord, and someone said spending that much money on a silo is definitely not worth it. You're just better off selling out the crop. It all depends on how you're playing and how long you plan on playing and how, you know, if you're not going to be on the map too long, but I will show in some sense, because I had to look at this, I'm like, okay, how much is the difference? So if we didn't have a silo and we sold a crop today, how much money would we get compared to how much money I could get when I sell it at the peak time? Now, yes, I am playing on a map that has big fields, so we got a lot of crop in storage. But we'll get all this oats into the bin so it registers. So just for example, yes, we paid $400,000 for a huge silo. Yes, you can get cheaper silos. We all know that. But if we come into our stock market page, let's just look at oats itself. If I sold the oats today, I would have got $123,000 for the oats. Since we got ourselves a silo, we can hold on to it and sell it at the best time. I will get $177,000, pretty much a $50,000 increase in price. That's not too bad. Looking at wheat, if I sold that today, I would get $86,000. Holding on to it and selling at the best time, I get $124,000, about $40,000. So that's right there between those two crops, $90,000 more, $90,000 more that I would get because I have a silo to be able to store it. Almost a quarter of the price of the silo itself in 1 year. So the silo will repay for itself over time. Like I said, though, if you only playing on a map for a couple of years, maybe just selling the crop when you have it. You know, to each their own. All depends how you want to play, and I think having a silo like this on a farm like this, it does blend in, not blend in, but it fits perfectly for what we're trying to do here. All right, so this I can just drop off right here for now. It's not where I want to park it, but I'm just trying to get set up so we can get some other things done here. I'm going to need this to go over to our production where the tableware is so I can pick it up and we'll be able to put it. We're going to get ourselves another shed as we got right here for the sheep. But I need to kind of focus on the field that we're planting, and I need to remove all this stuff off the field. Yeah, it's going to take a little while for the case magnum and that drill to get around the field. So I got a little bit of time. We're going to drop the baler off up here at the corner of the field. I got to go get the header trailer, which is across the road and in the other farmer's field. I got permission to park it there. We're all set. And we'll just move the combine and the header. Like I said, there's a little access road down. Well, you just... the drill and the case magnum just got out of render range and disappeared. But yeah, there's a road down there we can park it at. So as I'm recording this today, you may or may not have seen either Farmer Cop or DJ Goham's video. They got a little bit more access in the FS22. I can't remember because I recorded last episode of Western Australia and Hills of Tuscany a little while ago because I was prepping for a holiday weekend here in the States, so did a lot of pre-recording for the past few episodes. But I was kind of guessing when I did Fact Sheet Friday for the first Farming Simulator 25, we saw the trailers with crops with question marks on them. And, well, I guess it's been kind of revealed a little bit that the two crops looks like it's going to be peas, which I think was one of my guesses. And the other one was green beans? Yeah, I think it was green beans. I just watched the video like 20 minutes ago and I almost forgot. So it's green beans. So, yeah, those are the two other crops that are showing, at least when DJ Goham and Farmer Cop did an extra... They actually got to play in the demo version of FS22. Not everyone has access to that, trust me. But, yeah, they found those two crops. They kind of talked about it, but they didn't really get too much into it because they, as the demo version goes, they didn't really have that much access to a whole lot of things. Yeah, but I think I guess peas and some kind of a crop that would make flax for rope. So I think that is going to be a production building that we saw in 25. Wait a minute, I got to fold up the header first. Oh, was the header was already folded up. All right. And let's see, this should clip on somewhere. There we go, perfect. And now to get this lined up here. I hate short trailers. They turn rather quick. Oh, there we go. I'm going to do it properly, meaning I'm actually going to back up the combine a little bit. And actually, since we're in the combine, we might as well bring it on down and park it away. Not much of a road down here, but it will do. We'll just back this up and put it around this corner. Okay, let's grab now this setup here. And now the Case Magnum has a field all to themselves. And next harvest should get our scoring in this field up near 100% with fertilizer, lime, and all that kind of stuff. Fertilizer is the main thing. This field was over-fertilized for the oats, but the oats did consume so much of the fertilizer that was in the ground. Now we will be using fertilizer to plant the canola in. There we go. This should work out perfectly. All right, I'm going to go back up, grab the baler, and I'll meet you back at the farmyard. Got rush hour here in Western Australia. I'm guessing these got caught all behind the worker planting the canola. So now traffic is going to be all gathered together. But driving back here, I can see that the repair status on this setup that we got here is rather low. So we are going to repair this up. But yeah, I'm up to 40 hours on this Massey Ferguson. I think we bought this new. And I already got 40 hours on it. Baler for 2137. Yep, repair that. And the Massey Ferguson for 6857. Ugh. I like seeing how many hours I can actually put onto a tractor, but of course, in FS22, the more hours you put on something, the faster it wears down and needs to be repaired more often. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should think about swapping it out. It won't be any time in the near future. Well, I say near future, but maybe within the next year, a year from now, and 2 years from now. Somewhere in there we might have to swap it out. But as we get more and more tractors, I won't have to use this one tractor for almost a lot of stuff that we're doing. All right, let's come over here. I don't think it's going to take much to compact this to 100% if it's not already 100%. 86%. Yeah, just a couple of passes here. And we do have 107,000 liters in there, so that's not too bad. I don't want to back out of here because if I do, some will spill out. All right, let's jump out, cover it up, get back into the tractor. And we do have a little bit that didn't get covered, but that's okay, I guess. So that'll be ready next month. Let's go ahead and slap the forage wagon away. That will go next to the baler. Yeah, I'll just have to move it later on. Because the next time I cut the grass, I will be using that tedder that we're kind of blocking in right now. Definitely got to make some hay, because I'm getting a little bit low on the hay. And I will be moving the hay over to that shed over there. Let's go ahead and grab these straw bales. And we'll head over to our tableware production. And let's see where I want to put one of these auto-loading sheds. I know I talked about a few episodes ago about maybe not wanting to use these because the issue I had on hinterland. But on hinterland, I used a shed that had a capacity of 750 pallets or bales. And we were storing all of them in that one shed. I think by separating the sheds and not having as many pallets in them, I won't get the lag or drop of frame rate in doing this. So, yeah, where do I want to put this shed? I guess maybe just like right here would not be bad. Because, I mean, most of it's going to be for tableware and straw for this production building right here. And then, of course, maybe some sugar. Let's go into construction mode, shall we? I forgot. Is this considered a silo extension? Or are they considered silos? They're considered silos. I think it's this shed right here. Okay, it's didn't think it was that large. I don't want to block off too much because I got to come in here for the sugar cane. But then again, this will be the last harvest of sugar cane in this field for this cycle. So yeah, maybe I just put it... I could put it actually just out here. I kind of forgot where... Let me go look at the other shed just for a moment. Let me turn on the interactive zones. So this is where it goes in. Where does it... So it comes out here? Let me just spawn one so I can see where does it spawn? Okay, so it spawns right in front of that trigger. Okay, I thought it was to the side. But now I know it's not to the side. It's all towards the front. Let's see here. I don't want to make it too congested over here because we don't need it to be. I think we just put it over here, honestly. I don't like it by the sugarcane field too much. So I think right over here. Or do I want to spin it like this? That way it takes care of less of the grass field. I think right here would be good. Sorry, I keep spinning around. I'm trying to see if I'm kind of squared up with some things. All right, we'll just put it down there. Oh, I didn't know it was going to do that. All right, that's okay. That's all right. All right, let's go ahead and put our straw bales away. And then we'll bring our truck over and we'll start grabbing these tablewares and we'll throw these into the storage shed as well. Alright, push this to the side. I can take care of this later on. And now let's grab the truck. We'll leave the side curtain open. And we'll just cut across our grass field. Blocked by an object. What do you block by? You only did one headland? I thought I asked you to do 2. I'll start at, sorry, nearest. I want to be here. Yeah, so I only programmed 1 headland in. I thought I had it for 2 headlands. But as I know, I tend to not really focus too much on it when I'm setting it up. I may have I may have not got that correct. But you know what? Courseplay figured it out. They backed up and they're on their way. Okay, so they're all set. Yep, you can see the canola looking good there. All right, let's get back to focused on cleaning up the farmyard a little bit. Yeah, I think I already mentioned the next cut for the grass field definitely needs to be hay. Starting to get a little bit low on it, but we have more than enough to get us to the next cut. All right, load her on up. At least that way they won't be out in the elements. They'll be actually be in the shed. Careful making the corner here. I don't want this thing tipping over on me. That's right. I keep thinking I gotta unload it. I can just drive on through on this one. Alright, those are put away. I actually should be looking at the sugar production to make sure that we're not getting too full into those. I mean, while I'm over here. While that's filling up, let's go ahead and check on these production buildings. Scroll on down. Sugar. Okay, there's hardly any in there. Okay, so I must have... Did we just sell it not long ago? Yeah, probably did. I'm probably getting mixed up. When's the best time to sell sugar? Is in January. Yeah, we're in February. So yeah, we just sold it. So yeah, they're not going to be full at all. But when the middle of winter arrives, in a few months, we'll have to double check. All right. Got those. And while we're here, let's go ahead and empty out the storage. But since I got so much stuff piled up here, I'm just going to have to get the pallets a little bit closer. We weren't anywhere near close to being full in here because the spawn point itself wasn't even full, but yeah, while we're here, let's go ahead and clean this on out. Because I've been known to forget about this as well. I'm thinking I got plenty of storage here, and next thing you know, production stops, and we need this to keep on going. Perfect. All right, I'll close up the curtain here. I think I will anyways. All right, let's go ahead and grab our bale trailer, head back to the farmyard, and we're going to grab the hay bales that are in the shed. And we're going to get those put into the shed down by the sheep. Alright, 6230 is what we need. And actually I can put the spreader away. I'm wondering if I can grab the rest of the lime that's over here. And you know what? I got almost 2,000 liters of lime, so it's going to be 2 separate pallets anyway. So we'll just unload that there. Let's go drop this off right here. Should be fine. And oh, there it is. I was looking around for the weight, and it was like right next to the tractor. I'm like, the weight should be around here somewhere. Where did I leave it at? Yes, we don't have many bales left, as you can see. Let me spread the forks on the pallet. Should I try first person on this? The thing is, it won't take it right off the pallet fork, so I'll have to do it like that. Can I sneak over enough to get that one off? Kind of snug here, but it looks like I got everything just enough to give me enough space here. Oh, you're gonna grab that one? Okay. Either one, fine by me. Watch out for those silage bales. Yeah, as I start to accumulate more and more things, at first I thought we'll get about $400,000 in June when it comes time to sell everything. And then I was like, wait a minute, we got other stuff here, maybe $600,000. Now I'm thinking closer to $700,000 worth we'll get. I wonder if that will grab that bale. Oh, it will. Perfect. Needs to be refilled. Well, that's got to be, of course, our drill planting the canola. And my guess is it's going to be out of fertilizer. Nope. Oh, come on. Alright. I'm barely into that bale as it is. You know that's close enough to grab. Huh? Why won't you... Why don't you like that bale? Does it actually have to be upright? Okay, that's interesting. What? The bale loader allows only one bale size at a time. That's not a full-size bale? Alright, this... I just gotta see something. Are they... What? Will you take that one? You take that one, but not... How old is that bale? Interesting. Alright, while these are running, let me just check on our drill down here and see exactly what it needs. Yes, it is fertilizer that it's out of. So what we're going to do, instead of bringing the drill here, and you know what? Let me go ahead and grab this just for a moment. I'll put this right into the sheep's feed trough, or at least in front of it. Yeah, I already got a bale here, but yeah, let's go ahead and put this one here also. Right, let's go ahead and let's see if I can manage this at all. Which way are my pallet forks? There we go. That should be pretty close. Can we actually stack these on top of one another? That's not going to work out too well, no, is it? Alright, I think I should go third person on this, just to make it easier. The bales, yeah, that's fine, because on the bales, I can poke them anywhere. For pallets and such. Alright, I'm actually going to put this on the right side, because that's the way the top pallet is leaning. Lean it back a little bit. I was going to say throw the beacons on, but the 6230, I don't have any beacons on this. Alright, let's go give the lease drill some fertilizer. Ah, twister's in the road. No surprise there. Oh, we got just a line of traffic going. Alright, we're just going to sneak up. Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. We'll get around Twister as well. Yeah, if I waited for that line of traffic, I could be there for half an hour. So this is all the fertilizer that we had around the yard, as you saw. So next time, and there will be a next time, that the drill runs out of fertilizer, I will come back to the farm. At that point, I'm probably going to need some more seed anyways. And it's probably going to be a few trips back to the farm to top off the seed and fertilizer. But this time I thought, you know what, let's just do it a little bit differently. So 122,000 is what we got in the bank account. And as I mentioned, April, which is 2 months from now, is when we'll be doing the sugarcane and the soybean harvest. And each month that we pass, we're just under 30,000 for loan payments. So let's just say in 2 months from now, I got $60,000 to pay to the bank. That'll leave us roughly about 60,000. It'll be 20,000-ish, or I think a total of $30,000 to lease the forage harvester and the header for the hour and a half, which means we should be sitting right around 30,000. But as I just mentioned, I got to buy seed and fertilizer going throughout, which may cost me about 30,000, and I may go over the hourly fee on this drill planting this field. So yeah, the question is, are we going to have the money that we need when it comes time to April? It'll be pretty close, I think. Why can't I enter that vehicle? Do I have flight mode on? Flight mode's off. Why can't I enter? Why can't I enter my vehicle? I'll enter it that way. Interesting. Okay. Why won't you accept? Why can't I get? That was weird. Couldn't get into the John Deere. Now I can. Not really sure what's happening there. It's like a glitch in the Matrix or something. Maybe the two vehicles were so close when I hit E to enter a vehicle, it didn't know which one I was trying to enter. I don't know. All right, back up just a little bit. If this drill comes up for sale, it may be something I get, because we still are a ways off on being able to have the whole setup for our own drill. What are you doing? Oh, I got you starting at... Should be at nearest waypoint. But that's okay. It's going to go around and it'll get everything done. Well, that was more complicated than it needed to be. The control's not working as intended. But now we come over to here. Crop rotation is perfect. Nitrogen is perfect. pH value, of course. We didn't lime the field this year after harvest, so that's dropped a little bit, so it's down to good. But expected yield 112% out of a yield potential of 100%. 100 right here in this soil type. Are we in different soil type? Sandy loam. And now we're in loam. 140% yield out of 125. Looking good. Alright, we'll leave this right here just for the time being. Let's get back to the farmyard. And all I really need to do, I did grab all the hay bales that were there, perfect. And now we're going to go drop these off into the storage shed over here. Freeing up more shed space for tractors, equipment. Somewhere right about there ought to do it. Yeah, and having the mod that allows the base game pallets to be 5,000 liters instead of 1, or 5 times as more in case the pallets aren't all 1,000 liters in the base game. That's going to reduce the amount of pallets for wool. and I can store it on up, and it won't be congested around here. It's going to be looking a whole lot better, and we can save that wool for when the price is really at its best, or if the spinnery requires some more, we can bring it on down also to make more fabric. Actually, I should have a look at that just to make sure. I don't think it's anywhere near. Yeah, I got so much in there, but I do need to go down there at some point and just make sure all the fabric is cleared on out. So the farmyard is looking a little bit neater. So is the productions over across the grass field. We got our composting. It's fermenting. It'll be compost, and we can take care of all of our orchards and everything. And of course, our once oat field is now going to be a canola field, and then we just got to wait until next spring to replant the wheat field. As for the other two fields, the soybean field, well, we'll wait until harvest, and we'll see what that crop should be. And then, of course, we got the sugarcane field. We'll have to figure out what that crop will be next year because we're in the last harvest. That'll be the third harvest of the sugarcane. Hopefully, we can move that over to field number 3, but right now, field number 3, the price is extremely high. Maybe after harvest season, that price will come on down, and we'll get a better deal. But we won't be really looking into that probably until June when we sell a lot of our stuff. And of course, we're slowly selling our sheep, but now we gotta wait for our sheep pen to get full once again, because currently we are about 70 or 60 shy of being a full pen. But once we get a full pen, we'll look for the adult males and sell them off a little bit at a time. But anyways, if you made it this far in the video and you like what you saw, don't forget to hit that like button. Helps out the channel and the video more than you know. And while you're down there, might want to hit that subscribe and notification bell too. I never mentioned the notification bell. That way you get notified when I post any type of video. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you watching, like always. And I'll catch you again right here in Western Australia. But until then, have a good one.